I think as a peer mentor, it's really important to know that you don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be able to sort everything out for this person. Some people will have periods of reactive depression, severe depression in their life, and then it will go away. Some people will live with really long-term depression and will have periods that are better and periods that are worse, and just working with them where they are on their journey and supporting them to be the best they can be in that moment with the limitations they may have, I think is really important.
I don't know any of us that haven't struggled. That's the great thing about peer support, is that there's always something we can draw on, as long as we're comfortable to be able to talk about it and give people the opportunity to think, yeah, okay, if they've been through it and they've got through it, then there's a chance for me as well.
So with diagnosed depression, I like to speak with them just to be clear, get them to speak to me about how they are experiencing that. What are the emotions they're feeling? How is that affecting their day? Are they able to get through their day? Does it feel worse than what they were used to?
I think that's the small step point of it, you know, when somebody's having low mood, to think about something small, quick and easy that is a win.
Yeah.
It starts the remotivation, and then you get that positive cycle rather than the downward cycle.
Yes.
And I think it's really important to know when to refer on to another healthcare professional and to encourage that person to seek help. I think that you will follow your gut and know when something's not right, but people may present with lethargy, not engaging well in conversations, not maintaining eye contact, telling you they're not sleeping well, they're not eating, they're struggling to get out of bed. They may look unkempt because they're just struggling to even think about what clothes to put on and have a shower every day. And I think if in your gut you feel something's not right, you need to try and encourage that person to go and get the right help. Go and speak to either their GP or their HIV clinic as a first starting point.
So, you know, the fact of thinking that life isn't worth living is a very common experience. We've all been there at some point, you know? And so being able to talk through that and being able to work with somebody to find where there may be hope, where there may be something to look forward to is really key. But then when it is something that feels more hopeless, more problematic, or there's an intention, it's always really very, very clearly then about passing that up, getting the support that you need to be able to then make sure they're looked after properly. And so if somebody's providing support in a clinic, there'll be a safeguarding lead and a line manager within the clinic. And if you're doing it through the voluntary sector organisation, there's a safeguarding lead there. And so making sure that you're always confident and clear about those pathways, and that you're able to then talk and support the person and reassure them that they are there to help them to meet those needs, but that with that level of concern, they need to be sure that they're going to be kept safe and to pass that on.
So I think as a mentor, it's important that you get the psychological support, you know, with somebody who's that vulnerable, with challenging mental health needs, that you're able to have a debrief with your colleagues.
Absolutely, it can be incredibly difficult when somebody says they're feeling like this, you know, they're feeling like life isn't worth living, and then you're having to hold that emotion, contain that situation, and make sure the relevant, you know, parties are known and safeguarding is met. So it's a really difficult process to go through. So really, really important that mentors have the support following these kind of situations.
And know that you're part of a team, a wider team of your colleagues. You know, you might be a volunteer as a mentor, but you're not alone.
Yeah.
There are many ways we can look after our health and well-being to live well with HIV today. To find out more, visit the Find Your For website.